the one you walked away from, the easy goodbye, stood at the front door, watched silently, needing something different. There has to be more out there than this. Leaving is what you truly want. So you go. Every choice has a consequence. 'Cause they think that you'll always be here. Without another word, they walked away from the one who had stood beside them through their struggles, encouraged their dreams, and loved them when they had nothing. You believed the world had something better waiting. Chasing mirages. At first, everything seemed exciting. New faces, new opportunities, new relationships. To yourself, you had made the right decision. But every connection felt temporary. Every smile seemed to hide another motive. The more you searched, the emptier you became. You met people who admired your success but never your heart. You found beauty without loyalty, luxury without peace, crowds without companionship. Years passed, and the excitement faded, running in circles. One afternoon you found yourself sitting alone in a crowded place, watched others laughing together over a simple meal. Something inside you broke. You remembered the laughter, the meals you shared, the dreams you built, the prayers you prayed together. For the first time, you realized you had not been moving forward. You had been running in circles, searching everywhere, but for what you had already possessed. The birth of envy. Instead of admitting your mistake, you became bitter. Whenever you saw happiness, anger rose within you. You criticized faithfulness. You mocked committed relationships. Whenever someone spoke about finding true love, you rolled your eyes. If it's so perfect, you would say, why do so many fail? But deep inside, you wasn't questioning love. You was grieving the love you had rejected. Your bitterness wasn't toward others. It was toward yourself. The closed door. One day you gathered enough courage to visit what you have rejected. You rehearsed the apology the entire way. When you arrived, you saw children playing in the yard. Someone else walked out on the porch carrying groceries, and the one you went to talk to stepped outside with a smile you hadn't seen in years. They looked peaceful. Oh, happy, not because they had forgotten you, but because they had healed. You stood frozen. For the first time, you understood. They had not been waiting. They had been living. You don't quietly turned around and walked away. You accused the person taking your place. The harvest of your choices. Remembered an old saying. You cannot reject a seed in spring and expect a harvest in autumn. Every decision plants something. Every rejection grows into a consequence. You had mistaken loyalty for ordinary, faithfulness for weakness, patience for permanence. Now you understood their value only after losing them. A lesson for every heart. Life has a way of teaching. What pride refuses to learn. Many people leave good things because they believe something better is waiting. Some spend years chasing excitement only to discover they abandon peace. Others reject faithful friends, loving spouses, devoted families, or even God's direction, believing they know a better path. Then, after years of wandering, they search desperately for the very treasure they once overlooked. Sadly, they often discover that while they were wandering, life continued for everyone else. Conclusion: don't despise what heaven has given you. There is a dangerous temptation to believe that what we have is never enough. We compare, we wander, and we chase illusions only to discover that contentment cannot be found by constantly looking elsewhere. When we reject people who genuinely love us, opportunities that were meant for us, or the path God has set before us, we may one day realize that the greatest treasure was already in our hands. Instead of becoming bitter toward those who now possess what we once rejected, we should learn from our mistakes, seek forgiveness where possible, and allow those lessons to shape a wiser future. Sometimes restoration is possible, sometimes it is not, but every loss teaches us the value. What cannot be replaced? Do not despise the blessings you have today, because tomorrow you may search the world for the very thing you willingly walked away from. If you have been through a lesson like this or is going through or about to, take a page, like, subscribe, and share. It may help you or someone else.